No question they need more from Maria Gokding, their starting center. She was held scoreless in only 9 minutes yesterday. She was in foul trouble. They're going to need more from her today. McPherson will start the shooting. She comes up short. Ball is loose, and it's taken in by Uju Azudu of the Eagles. FGCU got ran off the court here in their hometown last night against Iowa. They were down 18 at the end of the first quarter.
We're seeing an early set play by FGCU, not typical.
They're pretty free-flowing. Couple of changes to Karl Smesko starting lineup. There's one of them. Macarena Redamalis misses too strong. Antonucci, the offensive rebound, earning a trip to the free throw line. But two changes to the starting five for FGCU. Maca Redamalis is in there along with Serena Roll, a couple of players who have not played a ton of minutes this year, but did play well late in the game against Iowa yesterday in place of Sophia Person, who guarded Caitlin Clark for the most part last night. And then Ajulu Tata, one of their top transfers who's ultra talented. We'll see them off the bench, but a different look to start the game for the Eagles.
And Tucci struggled a little bit yesterday getting going after a career high. Nice to see the ball go through the hoop early.
She's one of those players who has developed within Karl Smesko's system. A lot of transfers. Antonucci is not one of those transfers. Has been in the program for 3 years. There she is with it. Has seen her minutes increase every year. And nowhere to go. Good defense early on from the Har Heels. Eagles lead by 2. Dolly Cairns to the free throw line, gives it up. 12 to shoot. Roll. Gets downhill on Kelly, leads on in and scores. How about that? Serena Roll, who redshirted last year at a mid-major school, takes an all-ACC player to the cup.
She's playing with confidence after 7 points yesterday. Clearly earned the right to get more minutes today. And immediately, North Carolina goes into their transfer post player, Maria Gokding.
Again, yesterday was primarily because she was in foul. North Carolina comes into the week.
Carolina settling into an extended 3-2 zone, really forcing Florida Gulf Coast outside the scoring area. And I know that's tough to say as they do have such deep range.
Cairns lines one up, missed it. Roll had the box out, who picks up 2 fouls already. Both of the Eagles' fouls have been on her. In the corner, Deja Kelly pulls up from 18 and connects.
I love Kelly's decision there to turn down the 3, get to her sweet spot, that pull-up jumper. Person is smart there, refusing to cross the line.
Person gives it up. Cairns a long 3, and it's good. Dolly Cairns. Donarski bounces it down low, knocked away by Person. Osby goes to the floor, and Donarski runs it down. Kelly on a bit of a broken play, gets into the lane, pulls up from 10. That was a good look, but missed it. Izudu battling Gokding for the rebound.
In terms of field goal shooting percentage, inside the arc, outside the arc.
There's a good look. Tata from the corner. In and out. Knocked around. Here comes Donarski. Iowa State transfer. One of the top players in the Big 12 the last few years. Gokding underneath. Had it blocked from the Har Heels energy.
Name on the jersey. They're going to play hard. They're going to run their stuff. They're going to take the shot.
Clears it and has the ball with a 1-point lead. Cairns steps back, lets it fly, and hits.
Talk about a gutsy player. Dolly Cairns seems unfazed by who she's playing.
Always seems very decisive with the ball. Gokding turns around for Carolina. Izudu over Gokding for 3. Missed it short. Deja Kelly the rebound and a reach-in foul. Navarre, transfer from Stanford, who's played good minutes in this tournament. We've got another foul for the year 2 years ago.
DC all-newcomer preseason watch list.
Eagles continue to play without Casey Santoro, one of their top transfers from Kent State. Played 3 really good games for this team, but has been out with an injury. So they're down 1 player in their normal rotation. Cairns with 4 to shoot. Antonucci will have to force it. Long 3, banked in!
Wow. Wow.
Fortunate make for Antonucci. There's the drop down for Gokdang. Turns on Adams and makes it look easy.
I like the discipline that Carolina has showed here the last couple of possessions, waiting for the high-low to develop.
Antonucci feeling good. Puts that one through. Well, they've already got a lift from Gokdang. Let's see if they can get one from Paris, as roll is going to be
Addition of Marie Gokdang.
Categories in this tournament. None more, though, than their three-point shooting, where they have dropped over 100 slots in the country rankings for three-point shooting. So it's been a tough couple of days for Carolina, but if they can win this, a 2-1 weekend here is not a bad result. Antonucci with a tough angle, able to bank it home.
Those two big threes allow her to get at the rim as Deja Kelly
for herself, which is an important skill. Line here in the first quarter. They will end up with 10 attempts, now 8 for 10 as a team. More than half of their scoring has come from the free throw line. Gokdang on the bench for the moment. Redemalis turns, and a lefty scoop shot.
When you've got so many shooters on the perimeter.
There's a three for Navarre, and she splashes it through.
The bench cheered.
And these teams are getting into a nice rhythm here. Wide open is Adams, and she connects. Kelly crosses over. Gets around Person, and there's another arc to start the year. But at some point, she's going to catch fire. Just hasn't happened yet. On the offensive end here in the first, that one falls. And North Carolina trails by 5. Here comes FGCU. Cairns steps on the gas, fades, and the jumper is off the mark, and the rebound. We talked about the court when you were on with us the other day. It looks spectacular, and the teams have come out and performed really well here early in the tournament.
Well, we're really pleased with the field. Obviously, to have this caliber teams and to have 3 ranked teams in the field is pretty much the norm for this event. And the mid-majors have performed exceptionally well here. So that always makes us proud because that shows us that the game is growing.
Antonucci fights through a couple of Tar Heels and banks that one in off the offensive rebound.
Antonucci, not to be confused with Antonelli, just so you know.
It's very close.
It is. And she's had a great first quarter.
She sure has. After a slow night last night, she's one of the go-to players now for Karl Smesko's Eagles. You mentioned some of the play in the consolation bracket the last couple of days as Paris hoists one from the wing. That's off the mark, and Azudu has the rebound. Those are teams that legitimately could be in the NCAA tournament. They are right at the top of their leagues. Did any of them stand out to you these last few days?
Well, here's what I love about our event. Vermont is picked to win their league. Western Kentucky is picked second in their league. I know Purdue, Fort Wayne will show up well here. And then, of course, Florida Gulf Coast is always picked to win their league. They are a perennial NCAA tournament team. And Karl Smesko knows exactly how to get a team ready for that time of year.
No question. They've already bounced back nicely after a lopsided loss yesterday. They got taken to work in the first quarter against Iowa, down 18, and we figured they would play much sharper basketball today, and that has been the case here against North Carolina. Redemalis will look to drive with 3 on the shot clock.
The top program in our game has been through this tournament. So we're really proud of that, let me say that. But the Baja Mar is a big event, and then the one in Vegas is big as well, as Deja Kelly is the go-to in a late shot clock situation. This says Carver South, and it felt like it last night for sure. I call it Clarkonomics because that's what it is. Caitlin Clark is moving the meter in many different ways when you look at the economic measures of our game, and when you forecast forward as Antonucci.
Support for one player.
Well, I've played against Cheryl Miller, and I've covered them all since then. And she's exceptional. Things that she can do with her size, and that's what Paige Beckers does. For a long time, I knew her in
FGCU with a 6-point lead. Dumps it inside. Antonucci with the left, a little bit too strong. And here comes Kelly.
And while North Carolina can overplay those passing lanes, you got a shot blocker protecting the rim, which gives them a 3-level rim presence.
10 to shoot for the Eagles. Tata a long 3. That's off the mark. And Donarski there for the rebound.
See, Tata has Gokdang on her, and she needs to take her to the hole. And Gokdang just buries Tata in the rim.
FGCU sets up shot. Oh, Redemalis with a bobble. Stuck with it now. Donarski guarding her tightly. Oh, and then Azudu recovers with 5 to shoot. Adams on Usby. Lefty shot off the Over 2 minutes without a point now for North Carolina.
This would be a really important 2 minutes for both teams going into the halftime.
And an offense.
Now, part of the reason why she started was because Donarski was listed as day-to-day. They weren't sure they were going to use her. But then in the second half, she turned the game around for them against rotations and in playing different roles.
They'll be in games, no question. Kelly working on Bartram.
She gets to that elbow. That's money right there. She usually doesn't miss that.
There's a rebound for Gokdang, who works it around the rim and lays it in.
If I was going to put a Deja Kelly shot chart together for this tournament, it would be a lot of elbow jumpers.
Bartram lines one up from 3. Missed it short. There's Kelly for the rebound. Her 4th rebound here in the first half. Under a minute to go. Takes Cairns one-on-one. Down to the low block. No whistle, but Gokdang is there to clean it up again. With 35 seconds to go. 14-second differential. Redemalis sizing up Gokdang, goes into a second defender pool and missed the shot. And now Carolina can hold for the final shot.
I think Deja Kelly dribbles that out, comes to a ball screen on the top, and then she goes one elbow or the other. And I think Florida Gulf Coast is going to switch to zone right here.
Cairns harassing Kelly, gets around the screen, drives all the way through and draws the foul. Oh, she read the defense there as the C's parted.
Either way, left or right, she's been effective. And if she makes this free throw here, this will be North Carolina's first lead of the half.
Kelly has made a living at the line in this ball game, and she hits another one. Har Heels showing some full court pressure. Bartram's got it. Met by 2 defenders. Adams from half court had a little bit more time, shot off the mark, and it will be North Carolina by 2 at the half. She has played such a large role in the sport for so long in a variety of different roles, and I think she is right where she is at her best. Running tournaments, staying involved in the game, and still jumping on the air because she's obviously extremely talented and knowledgeable, as you saw during that second quarter. Bailey Smith did have a chance to catch up with the FGCU coaching staff. We heard from Coach Banghart going into the break. Some interesting comments from her. First time we've gotten a chance to see her at halftime because her team has been down in the first couple of games. And as there's a nice move by Usby, not able to...
Out to a good start, focus on getting looks and good shots on every single possession.
3 players had to sit in that second quarter with multiple fouls.
Refusing to shoot the open 3, not settling, working for better shots as Cairns attacks the lane.
McPherson getting back-to-back starts here at the Gulf Coast Showcase. There's a lob inside. Gokdang loses the defender and scores easily. So she will be out until the fourth quarter, you have to think. Redemalis tried to dribble underneath, had it stripped. Here comes Usby. Resets to Kelly. Ball movement crisp early on from the Har Heels. Good move underneath, and Kelly banks it in.
Seeing the ball go through the hoop, foul line, layup, three-pointer, does something for a player's psyche.
Tata buries the... Tons of fouls here in this game, and really stacked up on the same players. Usby, little 8-foot jumper, gets the roll. Oh, she needed that one. That's her first field goal of this game. All ACC player Alyssa Usby. Azudu curls around. Cairns blows by on the baseline, lost the handle on the way up. First one is good. Cairns' second is good, knocks them both down. Usually around 13 a game here this season. Navarre on the baseline, wide open, lays it home.
Rip and go for India Navarre.
Right at the rim. Nobody coming over to help for FGCU. And they find themselves down by 6. Jimenez to the corner. Antonucci with a fake, ran into her own teammate, kept her balance though to get it to Jimenez. Cairns to Tata. Contested 3 is down. They put Jimenez on Kelly. She'll drive, pulls up from inside the free throw line, and it spins off. Tata got hit, no whistle. Tata with Gokdang. Gets right after her. Looking for a teammate now. Adams ends up with it. 10 to shoot for FGCU. Adams into the lane, draws the foul. playing a smaller FGCU team today. Poole gets some minutes here. I played 7 minutes in the first half. Cairns with a nice drive and a foul with a little hand. We've got North Carolina up to 5 fouls now in the quarter with still more than 4 minutes to go.
They love to shoot threes, but can they take advantage of the foul trouble and get easy points at the line?
That's something they may try and do now. Here's Poole leaning in on Adams. The help comes. Still able to gather and bank it in.
Nice answer there by Anya Poole.
Extends the Carolina lead back to 3. Donarski all over Cairns. Tata thought about it, used a head fake. Met by Kelly. Turns. Extra step. Gets the roll. Covers a lot of ground.
Absolutely.
That one's knocked away by Cairns, and Adams has it. A chance for FGCU to take the lead. Cairns lets it fly, and it comes up short. Huge exhale from the Carolina fans as they saw the lead flash before their eyes. And a great poke away by the Eagles. Now Navarre answers.
Ball screen action. Alyssa Utsby rolls hard.
This one's tight. 3 minutes here in the third. Antonucci thought about a long one.
I think she missed that shot opportunity.
I've been a little hesitant here in the second half. Cairns will try. And connect! Not this year, but usually right there receiving votes. Here's Usby. Lobbing one to Poole. Poole kicks. Kelly on the drive. Met by the help, and Usby walked with it. I feel like FGCU right now is executing on both ends about as consistently as they have tonight.
They have found a rhythm. It took them a bit here in the third quarter as Roll attacks hard on Usby, gets the basket and the foul.
Here's another look. Right.
That is foul number 4 on Usby. Heads up play by Roll to force her to play defense.
FGCU has themselves a lead. Kelly up top, Poole lobs, Gokdane catches and lays it in.
Excellent execution with that horns action. Deja Kelly goes off one post, Roll, rise, high, low.
Izzuto was more in position for that one, just could not quite jump high enough to swat it. Just barely cleared her hands. Roll to Jimenez. Eagles by 1. Izzuto in on Donarski, gets the foul call, and Donarski can't believe it. Lots of free throw chances for both teams as Izzuto makes the first.
It'll be interesting to see how the coaches for both groups here use substitutions, offense, defense, rotation in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're going to be stuck in some lineups that they didn't expect to be in as Donarski missed the bunny, and here comes Roll. Up by 2. Roll will shovel to Jimenez. Antonucci one-on-one with Poole. Backs it out. Izzuto knifes her way in. Met by Kelly. Hits the cutter Jimenez. Jimenez's layup is good.
Very savvy cut there by Jimenez.
And now Carolina with a 2-second differential will burn some clock. FGCU getting their first point of the night from Uju Izzuto on that free throw. She is their team leader with 13.5 points per game. If they can get some more points from her in the fourth quarter, that would be a big lift. Kelly buries it.
She's such a tough cover.
Cairns with 5 seconds. Gets to the three-point arc. Antonucci trying to get free. Did she get it off? No, the shot doesn't fall anyway, and Carolina keeps it within 2 going into the fourth quarter.
This is the best that Carolina has played. It's been a little up and down.
See Usby play. She is just in phenomenal shape.
Full story, I've watched those TikToks. She's quite dynamic. Seeing her try to be a gymnast, I mean, it's kind of comical, but then you see what she can do.
There's a heck of a play inside by Roll. Not really her domain, but able to score from in close. Yeah, but Usby, obviously a tremendous athlete and a lot of size. More size than you normally would see on a balance beam, but
doesn't have a lot of moves.
To lead the way today for the Tar Heels after a scoreless outing yesterday. This one's going to come down to the wire, no question. Roll. Drives hard, had it blocked from behind. No foul.
Especially when you're talking Deja Kelly and the strength that she has on the perimeter.
And these are all ACC players. Redshirt freshman Roll trying to make a name for herself here in Florida. A track star as well. Misses the first. Style out on the court as she makes the second. has responded well to getting the start tonight. 8 points in 8 minutes for Roll. Kelly goes around her. Floater is good. So Kelly and Gokdang now have 20 each. As the ball is loose, Tata turned it over. McPherson with 4 fouls is back in. Shovels to Navarre. Navarre lost her footing at the free throw line and gets to the corner. Kelly for 3, and she got hammered.
John Sullivan, he and his wife Jen Montoya Sullivan.
A lot of the reason why these teams are so successful. Make it 9 for 13. Azudu rolls, but right into Gokdang. Not a lot of space, and Gokdang turns her aside.
I gotta believe she'd wish she didn't take that shot.
Kelly resets to Poole. Yeah, that one hurts. Carolina with the ball and the lead.
Stacia Kelly asking for this screen. She's so good at rejecting the screen.
And a foul.
Not everybody can be a starter, but to be a very impactful player off the bench and play starter minutes, get the nod from time to time.
There's Kelly.
Up to 24 points on 7 for 13 shooting. Much better shot selection and outcome for Deja Kelly, but for all the Tar Heels today.
Well, these bookends are playing as well as they are right now. It's hard to beat North Carolina. FGCU, though, still in this one. Izudu thought about it. Up top for Jimenez. She'll pull the 3. No.
Got to believe that Anya Poole's outstretched hands made her second guess that shot.
Look at Cairns go and get it. Antonucci a ball fake. Person for 3. It's good. Sophia. He has not scored much here this weekend, but a golden opportunity there, and she takes advantage. Great ball fake by Navarre, and it's knocked away by Person. Into the backcourt with 10 seconds to shoot. Kelly, nowhere to go. To Gokdang, 2 to shoot. Poole has to fire. No good. It's an air ball.
End of quarters.
Kelly has 2 30-point games. She's got a chance to get there tonight. Izudu into traffic. Kelly ripped it away. Person, though, recovers. Was there possession? I guess not for North Carolina.
Your defense is what wins you the basketball game. We're certainly seeing another increase in the pressure on the defensive end for North Carolina.
Poole with a great fake will drive and lay it in. There's a fake from Jimenez. Open 3, Antonucci, too strong. Her first miss from 3. She was 3 for 3 in the first half. Navarre knifes through and draws the foul. 20 tonight. Navarre's free throw is good. Percentage-wise, in the first 2 games of the tournament, under 5 minutes to play. Jimenez getting some big minutes after she missed the first 3 games of the season with an injury. Turns, keeps her pivot foot, or did she? They're going to call her for a trap. McPherson kicks. Navarre goes through the legs. Trying to change direction, had it poked free. Eagles turn him over. No numbers, they'll swing it though. Cairns from the wing, got it! Dolly Cairns.
3 for 6, 4 for 7 from the three-point line. She's got ice in her veins. She doesn't know the magnitude of the moment. She's just playing basketball.
And then Jimenez and Gokdang. Now, both these teams have very different opponents this week. We mentioned earlier with Debbie that North Carolina will play South Carolina. Eagles are playing NAIA Ave Maria on Wednesday. A little bit different of a level. As the pull-up from Kelly is off the mark. Gokdang's lefty putback is there. Maria Gokdang has tied her career high. McPherson on the steal, draws the foul.
That positive energy from player to player for Carolina. And I'll be honest, the first 2 games, yes, they beat Vermont in the fourth quarter, but it took a lot of effort.
Tonight they lead by 2 with 3:40 to play. Cairns with a great fake. Goes up with the left and scores.
Dolly Cairns has been impactful. Gokdang certainly impacted the pass.
Kelly with it, with a chance to add to a small lead. And Adams.
Been in these big moments, understands the pace, understands the flow of the game, when to push, when to pull back.
Second free throw, also no good. And look at Gokdane go and get it. An extra possession for Carolina. That's a huge offensive rebound as Kelly can come back to the ball and set up shop. Turns around Poole. Usby in the corner. 4 to shoot. Kelly drawing a lot of attention. Pulls up, misses the jumper. Ball is loose. Poole to the sideline, couldn't keep it in, and FGCU will have it. So Cairns walks it up with 1 minute and 15 seconds to play. FGCU looking for an upset here at the Gulf Coast Showcase. Cairns dribbled it off her foot. Poole lays out for it and gets it to Donarski. An unforced error from FGCU in a massive moment. And Kelly will burn a little clock. A 1-point lead with 54 seconds and ticking.
No need to foul here for your Florida Gulf Coast, but you need to get this defensive rebound.
Neither team has scored in more than 2.5 minutes. Donarski comes to it. 4 to shoot. There's Usby driving on Antonucci. Lost her footing, and it's a travel. And the Eagles catch a break. 7-second differential. Timing-wise here, you just run your normal offense, right?
You do.
No reason to wait, no reason to hurry either. As Smesko will use a timeout, that is his third. He's got one more left.
Or then if you have to follow immediately, allowing yourself to have more time in this next possession.
Yeah, because 2 free throws won't sink you. Only down by 1 in this spot. Antonucci sets the screen. Adams looked to her. Now gets stuck and gets it to Person. 12 to shoot. Person kicks. Cairns, 8 to shoot. Drives. Nowhere to go. Person, a ball fake. 4 to shoot. Gets to the baseline. Adams off the window. It's good! FGCU's got the lead with 7.9 seconds remaining.
Talk about composure. Talk about composure. Carolina had an opportunity to draw something up. 8 seconds. I'm looking for Deja Kelly to reject a ball screen and drive, use her strength downhill at the rim.
Yeah, enough time here to run a couple of different motions and try and get Kelly free. She drives the baseline on Person. Looking for a teammate. Now she turns, pulls up in the lane. It's no good. Ball is loose. Donarski's putback will not count. They will review it. But if she didn't get that off, and it doesn't look like she did, FGCU will get the victory.
Florida Gulf Coast did a fantastic job of defending Deja Kelly. Everybody in the arena knew that the ball was going to be in Deja Kelly's hands.